Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, kids, should I pull my balls out? That's not what I told you to say, Terry. Now let's try this again. And remember, kids, it's one education at a time.
Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, Wade? You're up here? You're up late, bro? What's you up so late? Wasn't sure who's gonna even show up or anything, dude. I know you're up pretty late sometimes. Good evening, man. It's good morning, bro. It's 1:38 in the morning over here. It's late, dude. I started working on it about 2. It just got done. Yeah, I spent about 11, 12 hours writing a letter today. So yeah, I just finished it. Wrote a big ass letter, long letter. I think I'm gonna sit down here. It's more comfy down here. Yo, what's up, Yensi? What's good with you? I've never seen you in here. Were you doing the shorts feed? You doing the shorts feed scroll? You're not good at writing, dude. I didn't used to be good at writing. It's something that I like accumulated as I got older. And what's up, Donald? We're about to bring up a topic here in a second. And like, I'm impressed with my writing skills now, bro. Like, it's something that my mom was always good at. She was good at like English and stuff. And my sister's really good at it too. And I think I'm good at it. You know, math, I'm okay. But like, I think I'm better. I excel. Whatever side of the brain is more for like writing. And like, I surprised myself, dude. I was reading this letter and I'm like, dude, like, I feel like it, like someone could think that I got it from chat. What's the thing? Chat CPT or what's that thing called? I feel like it's like that. I'm like, dang, man, I impressed myself because I used to always be so uncomfortable. I used to have my mom do everything for me. You know, I was a mama's boy. I still am, but not as bad. And I used to, she used to have to write everything for me. And like, cause I never could do it. I never had any trust in myself. I never had any faith in myself or any confidence. And like, my mom was even telling me, like, and she was, you know, she doesn't watch that much of my activism, but she, you know, listened to some of my speeches and stuff. And she's like, wow, like you came a long way. I remember you used to have me do everything. You know what I mean? And I was always like very, you know, insecure, very like, what's the word? Not dangerously, but like dangerously shy, basically. Not dangerously, but you know what I mean? So shy, bro, that like, there's no way I was getting up and talking to people I remember the first time I did my first public comment, it wasn't like I was just going for it, bro. I was nervous. And it definitely wasn't as good as the speeches that I'm capable of doing now, but you know, I got over it, I guess. I got over my shyness. So, and I still get nervous and stuff, but I think I do decently. Sometimes I can tell when I'm watching, oh, it's a little trembly right there. But anyways, Yeah, I don't use AI, man. Like I don't. I seriously, I just write stuff from my heart, man. And however it comes out, it comes out. And I think that I'm not the most well-spoken person and I stutter sometimes, but when I'm actually trying to think and like put stuff on paper, I can really make it sound legit. And Sweet Tea's the same way. When she sits down and writes stuff out, she can make it sound, to the tops. So, what's the topic? Donald Hill. I've never seen you in here before, bro. But I have no clue what the topic is. We were just kind of like chilling, bro. Hey, Wade, you want to do me a favor, bro? Can you just keep an eye, since you're my only moderator in here? Can you just start blocking this dipshits like this James guy in here? Watching from North Korea. What's up, Twists? I'm half illiterate, but most of my letters and numbers and such. I mean, yeah, you can get the message across, bro. I mean, that's all you need. But I got a lot of I don't know, like things, if you want respect though, you have to come off well spoken, I think. Someone who has the ability to communicate is going to be more respected by people. It's just the way it is, man. So thanks, man. Thanks, Mel, for coming in, bro. I only throw wrenches to people I know, so I can't throw you a wrench, but because I'd never even seen you in one of my chats before. So, but thanks for coming in, bro. Yo, what's up? You matter. Good to see you. Okay, I guess I'll just mod myself. I'll just block him myself because what's his name ain't Wade, you ain't modding, bud. So I just blocked him myself. I forgot I can do it myself on this thing. Yeah, people start throwing N-word stuff out here and stuff, dude. I'm blocked immediately. I don't have patience for stupid crap like that. Let's see. I'm doing well. How you doing? What are you doing up so late? Time for bed? I don't watch anime. Like the Sailor Moon and stuff. That's the only kind of anime I know from back in the old days. But no, not really much of an anime. I like getting laid better. Just kidding, dude. I know you. If you watch anime, you probably get laid more than me. So, Mel, you got banned, bro? You won't get banned in here, dude, unless, it's kind of pretty much free speech in here, unless you start throwing N-bombs out there and stuff like that, stupid stuff like that, and then you're just banned. Happy St. Patrick's Day. That was actually officially 2 days ago, right? Yeah, 2 days ago. Because right now it's already, what's today? Today's like already, what is it, Tuesday now? Or what is today? Oh, it's Wednesday now. It's Wednesday, dude. I think you already asked me that. It's going okay. It's going. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, it's hard to be able to articulate stuff sometimes. Like you just know it. That's kind of like how Sweet Tea is. She knows stuff, but it's hard for her to like explain it. That's why I always say I understand and she knows. But she is good at putting stuff on paper. I've seen some of the stuff she's written. I mean, she used to be a professional, dude. I mean, she used to work. She owns her own business, and she used to be a realtor. And she's in the professional work field, dude, for a lot of years. I mean, she's smart. Where am I from? I'm from Denver. Where are you from? Who's my girlfriend? Her name is Sweet Tea. And I don't think you know her. Some people do. I mean, she's popular. None of us are really famous, but you know, we're popular. You know, like people say, "Oh, you're famous." I know. I'm not famous. I'm not a celebrity. But some people said, "Oh, you're a celebrity, right?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not a celebrity, dude." Like, I'm popular amongst a very specific group of people. Not on this channel. This is my smallest channel, one of my smallest channels. I have another channel with like 240,000 subscribers, 130 million views, but I'm not famous. I'm just popular amongst a very specific group of people. So I'm definitely not famous, but Sweet Tea, she's also very popular. So, but I don't think you know her. Your name's Christopher too? Good to meet you, Chris. I just called you Chris because it says Chris on your thing. No, the girl you were just talking about. Yeah, that's who I was talking about, Sweet Tea. You're Instagram famous, dude? What's your tell me what you're at. Tell me, look you up real quick, dude. Pull my Instagram. See how famous you are. What are you, bro? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the girl. Same one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fame and popularity, you know, they used to phase me, but less and less as I keep going. Like in this community, like when I first started meeting people, you know, because I'm in like the 1A community. When I first started meeting people that were famous, that I thought were famous, that I'd been watching for years, you know, because I didn't get into this in the beginning. I got into it like after it had already been around for years, and so I was meeting people, you know, and working with them and seeing them in the flesh, and it's like, holy cow, dude! Everyone, I was like watching you on YouTube, and now I'm here with you, you know, like you're staying at my house or something, you know, it's crazy. So at first it was like that, and now it's not like that anymore. It's just another guy, you know. Every day. So you getting lit right now or what? Yeah. You know, sometimes I think I'm a good judge of character, and I think I am, but sometimes I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes the vibes, like deep down in my intuition, I know that they're not right, but I have a hard thing of listening to my intuition because I so badly I want you to be the best person, the best version of yourself. And if I know that you're not vibrating on the frequency that is the best version of yourself, I'll still perceive you that way. And then what happens is I do that, and then it ends up end up getting let down. You know what I mean? It's one of the lessons I think I need to learn here is to trust my intuition. I know there's a couple lessons that I have to learn in this life before I die, and one is to set a healthy boundary, and the other one is to trust my intuition more. Oh, yo, what up, Jam? Oh, really? No BS. My female pit bull is named Miss Sweet Tea. We call her Sweetie. That's cool, dude. See, we're talking about vibrations. It's a vibrational match. You were meant to come in here and stuff. That's cool. Okay, I was almost confused because you started speaking of a lady and I was trying to put the pieces together. Yeah, my parents raised me to treat the janitor the same way as a CEO. Yep, that's cool. And a lot of people don't do that. I think I'm the same way because I'll notice myself. Like I was at Fort Worth, Texas, at the police station, and there's a lady there. I'm conducting my business, I have a camera, you know, I'm recording my YouTube videos, and this lady, you know, this Mexican gal came up, and I could tell she was like trying to clean the window. You know what I mean? And so I was like, "Oh, you need to get in here?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, go ahead." And like moved out of her way. And you know, sometimes like people say that I'm entitled, and I am entitled when it comes to government services. We talked about this yesterday because it's not voluntary. I'm forced to use it, right? So if I'm forced to use it, like you will pay for this or else, right? Well, then, yeah, I'm entitled to it. I expect the best service that you can provide, period, right? But like some people may be entitled to where, you know, they're I'm not getting out of the way for the cleaning lady, you know, type of thing. I'm not entitled like that. But do you give yourself time to work on your intuition? Like how so? Like how would I work on it? Oh snap. You're the guy that goes into public buildings and records. Yeah, I'm one of them. Which guy are you thinking? And the police make you leave? Well, they don't really make me leave. They make me leave sometimes, but it's always in handcuffs. Is how they make me leave. Yeah, the police don't really make me leave very often. There are some guys that they get bullied, but not me. I'm not gonna say like I'll never get bullied because every time situations get different. You know what I mean? Like, you know, now I'm on federal probation. Like, you know, there's sometimes you got to learn how to play chess and not checkers. But no, that's not me. I'm just one of several hundreds, thousands, maybe even, of auditors. They're called. I show my face all the time. But there are like, yeah, some guys they never show their face. It's true. That's true. I think that's probably thanks, Wade. I probably make them leave more than they make me leave, though. That's for sure. Oh yeah, that's not what I do. Talking about like the predator catcher dudes. Yeah, you got to be careful with those. Like they started shutting down channels. Used to be this guy called Colorado Pet Patrol. He had a huge channel. I think they shut his channel down, dude. Like they didn't like that. You know, YouTube, Google's, they're all crazy about that stuff, dude. You start talking about that kind of stuff, man, and they don't like it, even if it's not, even if it's like for the good guys. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, you might have seen a couple. They're getting kind of popular, but yeah, I think so too, man. I mean, that stuff, dude. If you're into that kind of stuff, dude, then you might be into that other stuff, dude. That's you know, talking about pizza and stuff like that. I don't know if you're aware of that kind of stuff. Ping pong and stuff like that. Well, all those channels got shut down too, bro. So yeah, start talking about that stuff on your channel, man, and Google doesn't like it, dude. So I don't know. I think YouTube was better when it was YouTube. Like when Google took over, man, like they did a lot of good things with the platform, but I mean, I think they kind of messed a bunch of stuff up too. There's lots of stuff that they've done that I can't stand, man. Well, for your intuition, you need to be with yourself, no electronics, and be with yourself so you can heighten your intuition or nature. So like meditating then, right? Okay, because I need to meditate. So tomorrow I'm meditating then because of Megan. I haven't meditated in like several months, and I know I need to, and I've been trying to make time, but I'm like so busy, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I need you know what I need? I need one of those dopamine. What is it called? Detoxes, a dopamine detox, where I like don't use any electronics for like a while, like a week or something like that. So, are you like a spiritual person, Megan? Like, do you meditate? Do you have your crystals, and do you like sage, and do you Do you read tarot? I mean, what do you do? Yeah, take sweet tea out to a cabin or something. Oh, a cabin. Okay. That'd be cool. A cabin. Yeah, that would actually be good. She'd like that. Actually, I told her that, well, so just so you know, the letter I wrote is for her, and I told her, I was like, hey, let's go to. Told her let's go to Bellevue Park out here by my house actually because I wanted to take her somewhere that was like nostalgic that I have at least I have really good memories of that day. And it wasn't anything fancy, dude. It was just I wanted to take her someplace where we have like good vibes. And it was our first 4th of July. And I just remember that day. I remember having a great time because we went there to go watch the fireworks. Then come to find out there was no fireworks. They canceled them because it had been not raining at all, so dry, and like we didn't know. But I know that they usually have them there, and so we're all there and we're ready, and like the park's empty, and we're like, "Ooh, this doesn't look right." And then we asked some people and found, oh yeah, they canceled them. So then we just made the best of it anyways. We were hanging out. We had glow sticks, and we wrapped a glow stick around my dogs, Loaf and Minnie. Let me show you real quick. Oops. Oh, it's not working. Oh, that's why. Oh, let me take this off. Actually, just go like this. Oh no, you can't see them because it's the stupid screen. See if it works on this one. So that's them. You can't really see them because the stupid thing screen. It's like really small, but this is Manny actually. So, anyways, we had them, and like we put a little glow stick around their collar and shit, and like it was cool because it got super dark, and then we could always find them though, right? Because like normally we just lose them because I let them without the leash on, and but we could keep track of them. I was like, oh, where'd they go? And then like you see like the red glow stick, and they go, oh, there he is. So I invited her to do that, and we don't have to do that, but I mean, that's just something that I thought, because it was such a good time, even though we didn't do anything cool, but like just like the time with each other was the cool thing. I know, isn't it? It is a fun name. And it's not sweet tea's TE, so I'll put it in the chat how you spell it. It's sweet tea, like that. I taught myself how to heal myself. I don't do tarot, but I'm about the body and mind and true spirit, like your soul. Yeah. So what is your soul? Take the pups out, takes the pups out, get out to nature, look at the stars and connect with yourself, especially if you're in the public eye. I have a teacup Yorkie and a miniature Jack Russell. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what these guys are. Well, they're not Yorkies though. They're Morkies. It's a Maltese and a Yorkie, but they look Yorkie. So what is a soul, Megan? Vortexes, energy vortexes, and chakras are the real deal. You even have an inner spiritual chakra, brother. Google the subject. Good vibes, especially for a couple to enjoy together. Right on, dude. Yeah, I figured. I didn't forget you meant chakras. Yeah, but Sweet Tea, she has a page too. She has a YouTube channel. She's got like 8,000 subscribers. She's got one video up though. That's it. People are like, because I've done a lot of videos with her, and I put subscribe to Sweet Tea Chronicles. It's Sweet Tea Chronicles now, and people will check out 8,000 subscribers in one video. Because I've seen channels like this one channel, dude. He was a member on my channel when I first started, and he has the White Rabbit, and he had no videos. And I went to his channel, at 25,000 subscribers, like 25,000 subscribers, and I checked him out, no videos. I was like, dude, what the fuck? I couldn't figure out how he could do it. You know what I mean? Then I figured it out. I was like, okay, so he made a bunch of videos, then he just made them all private. You know what I mean? So that's how we did that. That's how she did her too. Like, she only has one short up anymore. I think they're super cute. Thanks. I think your soul is your ever being. It can change as you evolve or stay stuck depending on who you are and what you want from life. It's your essence, almost like you're unique. Yeah, okay. I can agree with that. It's your ever being. It's your essence. And it can evolve or it can stay stuck. I absolutely agree with that. I think those are attributes of what a soul is. I wouldn't know if I would say that's what defines a soul, but yes, I agree with those things. A signature in the universe and society can't be copied or duplicated, but needs to be loved and nurtured. Okay, yeah, that's good too. Your body is just the vehicle. Yep. What about your mind, though? What's your mind? So your soul is you said soul is your ever being, which I agree with that. I think that's a good definition. It's your ever being. Actually is a good definition. And you said that the body is the vehicle. So then what's the mind? What are thoughts? We live and die depending on how you treat your soul. We live and die depending on how you treat your soul, raises or lowers your vibe, which changes your experience. Okay. Yeah. So kind of like the law of attraction. So however you treat your soul raises or lowers your vibe, which changes your experience. I can feel with that. I can get down with that. But you still didn't explain what the mind is, though. I read energy, and Sweet Tea has very high energy. In her next level of consciousness, she will be very powerful. Oh, yeah? Like, her next level of consciousness as far as, in this life, or are you talking about the next life? Well, what did you think about my consciousness? I'm up late because I can't sleep. I'm actually physically breaking down fast. Stage 4, big C. What's that big C? Big cancer? I'm not sad. I've had a great time in this physical world, but I'd be moving on to a new adventure. Oh, dang, bro. I'm sorry, man. Dang, bro. Stage 4? I'm sorry, bro. I've heard about people coming back from stage 4, dude. Like, what was that stuff? There's stuff that they take. People are going to other countries for it, man. But it's I know that vitamin B17 and super high doses of CBD oil is good. I mean, and also you should be eating a pound of beets a day, like raw beets. But there's some on the Joe Rogan show. Joe Rogan was talking about it, dude. You should check that out. Of something that he was talking about some guy that had stage 4 cancer that's cured. Yo, what's up, Jenny? Yes, that can also be a definition, vehicle, or temple. You have to take care of it. Your mind is kind of like the captain of your vehicle. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I like you. So, Megan, I have a channel. It's called Empirical Miracle. You should check it out. And it's a spiritual channel. I think you'd like it. I'm going to tell you in a second here what I think. She doesn't realize it yet. Okay. Her next level of consciousness, she's going to be very powerful. How do you know this stuff, though? I hope you take your experiences with you in your next journey. I mean, you always take your experiences with you in your next journey. You just don't, you're not conscious of them. So your soul is evolved, but you're not going to remember your past lives, right? You're not going to remember, because that takes the whole point of it away, right? It takes the whole point of the journey of learning, right? If you just remembered everything that you already learned. So you have to start over from scratch. But you also have great energy, and you also don't realize it. Oh, thanks, Wade. What's up? How you doing? So anyways, he says Megan is of higher consciousness. Oh, I can tell she is by the way she's talking. So what I think, Megan, is that you're a 3-part triune being. Okay, so 3 parts: your body, mind, and soul. That's what you are, right? But like you said, your body is just the temple, it's the vehicle, and it's the mind is the captain of the vehicle, right? But like, you're not really the vehicle, right? Like, you're not really your body or your mind. Those are just possessions that you have, right? So you are just the soul. I mean, really, fundamentally, you're just the soul. You're not the body or the mind. Those are just things that you have in this physical, dualistic 3D reality. But a soul is just pure consciousness. It's singularity, right? So the mind is duality: good, bad, up, down, left, right, hot, cold, you, me, here, there, male, female, yin, yang. So everything has a duality, right? Or as Einstein would say, the theory of relativity. Everything's relative to something else. That's what your mind is. So the mind is to understanding as the soul is to knowing. Like, or you said being, right? So like sometimes when you're born with like spiritual amnesia, right? And people just, when you're a child, you're present all the time because you're not really smart enough, right? So you're just in the present moment. You're your soul, that's it. In the present moment the whole time. But then you start getting smarter, and then you start associating yourself with your mind. Now you start thinking I'm these things, and your ego takes over, right? And now I'm a brother, and I'm an electrician, and I'm a sister, and I'm a basketball player, and all this stuff, right? But that's not who you are. That's just your ego, right? So when somebody's looking at pictures, NASA pictures, and they see an astronaut, no one says, "Oh, hey, look, guys, there goes a spacesuit," right? They say, "No, look, hey, look, there goes an astronaut." Right? So the body and the mind is to the spacesuit as the soul is to the astronaut. That's really what he is, the astronaut, not the spacesuit. The spacesuit is just something he possesses. So when you can like come to that conclusion, and then you learn how to, you were talking about practice, what's it called? Mindfulness, right? And being aware of that, it's basically when you're meditating, all you're doing is just being one with your soul. You're just being in pure consciousness, right? That's all it is. So that was my, little soapbox, thing there. So let's see. Let's go back up here. Oh, so I know. So I know where you're from, Brenda from Lakeside. No, I need to find out. We went to her first court date, and then they tried to have us like arrested and shit, dude. Like, dude, she went and told her attorney and the district attorney, or no, it was her personal attorneys, that are representing her, and like they're trying to say that, like, talking to the DA, oh, if these guys follow her around, we're gonna file charges on them and shit. Like, dude, we're just here at a public court proceeding, dude. What do you mean follow her around? Like, we're allowed to just come to the court proceeding, dude. Like, she's fucked, bro. She's fucked, man. They're not going to be able to let her up. But I feel like they're in cahoots with that district attorney, so I don't know what's going to happen. But I do need to follow up on that. That is something. And I said before in one of my streams, I was like, I'm done with Lakeside, and I am done with them, but I do need to at least follow up with that story. Add it to the list. So I don't know. I'll let you know. What's up, Aussie? Yeah, I mean, you definitely don't want to eat any meat, like low protein and carb too. I don't know about carb, but okay, carb. And you want to eat like vegetables, bro, like straight up vegetables is what you want to eat. Like pure veggies, man, vegetarian. Yeah, man, dude, that's crazy, dude. Like you'll be with her again. It's just not going to be in like this 3D reality. You know what I mean? But like, you're going to be with her forever because she's your soul family. And so you've probably always been with her. Yeah, like I don't want SAV. I don't even want a car anymore. I don't want to come back. I said in the last couple of streams, this is it for me. I don't want to come back here, and I might have to. So once you start, Earth is a school, and once you start coming here, that's it. You can't get out of it, dude. Like, you choose to come here, and you have to go through all the grades. You can't go from kindergarten to college. You have to go through all the grades. It's like a commitment, and so, but I'm very done. I hope that I'm just like on my last life here. I need to figure out all the shit that I need to learn here so I can be done. You weren't like that when you were a child? Well, I mean, do you remember? Most people don't remember before they're 4 years old. So like when you're like 2 years old, like a toddler, I don't really have memories. It's because my prefrontal cortex wasn't developed enough. So like children, they're like dogs. They're not like aware of the future, like of what tomorrow is or what yesterday was. They're just in the present moment, right? At all times. That's why children are very selfish. Their rational side, their logical side hasn't developed yet. They're just pure emotional. And so they just think with just pure consciousness. So that's what I mean. Like they're not aware of anything else or thinking about other things except for whatever is happening right at that exact moment. That's what I mean. So like they're in essentially a state of meditation. You know what I mean? And that's how people should be too. You should try to be in a state of meditation, to being in the present moment as much as possible, like a child. The moment you tell a child what a bird is, he'll never see a bird again. He'll only see his thoughts. Dang, bro. That is a good story. I mean, dude, you're lucky to get that. Even if you're dying early, man. You had 37 years with her. I know that's not as long as you wanted, but that's a long time. And most people don't get that. Most people just wish that they could have that. You know what I mean? So like sometimes maybe it's not the longevity, it's the quality. Now, some people live in unhappy marriages and it's unrequited love, and It sounds like you guys were definitely in love, though. And maybe that's better than longevity. And what would you rather have? 37 years of quality or 75 years of stress? You know what I mean? And dude, like if you think about it as far as like life goes, and it's easy for me to say because I'm not dying, but you know, if you live 90 years, that's a long life, right? That's like a drop in the ocean, though, compared to eternity, which is how long you'll live. So you guys will be together as soon as you guys both pass, and then whatever you're doing, whatever your next, if you have to come back here in your next journey, and maybe you'll be the woman and she'll be the man, and you guys will be together again. That happens a lot too with soulmates. You remarry the same person, or maybe she'll be your mom. Like that kind of shit happens too, man. There's all kinds of different dynamics, dude. I know that my mom, she's definitely past life. There's certain people in my life that are past life that I know are past life. My mom is past life. I'm not so sure my sister's past life, but I know that my mom's past life. I think Sweet Tea's past life too. Oh, really? You died? You had like an NDE, or you died and then you saw yourself? Yes, she is absolutely disgusting. I mean, even in her court proceeding, dude, she was disgusting, dude. Like I was just saying, she's an NPC, dude. I don't even know if she's real. What's even deeper, brothers, the fact that we might be living in a memory right now, and that we realize it when we become conscious at the next level of our journey. Yeah, oh, I absolutely believe that. Absolutely believe that. I think we're living in a simulation, for sure. And it's like, even if it's not a simulation, which I think it is, but it's a simulation that I think is created by God, the universe, spirit, whatever you want to call it, right? Source. But yeah, I think that this 3D reality is very dense. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like gravity and dense and very real. You know what I mean? But like when you're dreaming, you notice how it's less dense, it's more fluid, But like when you're in your dream, though, you don't think it's a dream. Like it's reality to you. I think that when you're dreaming, you're going to like other dimensions and stuff like that. Because, like I said, you're not your body or your mind, you're your soul, right? Which is pure consciousness. But your soul doesn't need to rest. Your body and your mind need to rest. So, can you imagine how bored your soul would be, which is what you are, if you were just like sitting there waiting, like, come on, wake up, let's go, right? Like, it'd be so bored. So it goes to other dimensions. It goes, talks to your spirit guides. It goes, talks to everyone, figures out your life plan. What are we going to do here? Like, you're doing stuff. And like when you're dreaming, that's actually what I think is probably more realistic than this life in the 3D. You know what I mean? It's probably more what reality is like. This is not reality, dude. Like when you die, this is what I think. And I have died a bunch of times. I believe that I've died. I've probably lived thousands of lives. But when you die, I feel like it's going to be like, and maybe, Megan can tell us because she had a NDE, but when you die, I feel like you're just going to be like, oh man, like waking up from a dream, like a bad dream even, dude. Like, oh man, that was just a dream. Shit, dude, that was so real to me. You know those dreams you have? Like, oh man, I can't believe I took that so seriously, dude. What? And you know those dreams that affect you and you like think about them for a while? like all day and shit. You're like, damn, that was a crazy dream. Can't believe that wasn't real. That's what it's going to be like. You know, we're going to be like, damn, dude, I took that shit so seriously. You know what I mean? Like, look at all that shit that I was so worried about. And like, it was all just a play, man. It's what it is, to play. And you are the actor, screenwriter, and director of your own play. But when you wake up, when you die and you wake up, then you realize that's what it is. It's just a play, dude. And then you can go back and see all the NPCs that I'm talking about, shadow people. They're not real people. There's only about, maybe 500 million real souls on Earth, human souls. The rest are they're just energy, dude. They're like part of the program. You know, we talk about living in a simulation. They're just part of the program. They're not conscious beings. They're just energy. It's like a flesh suit. That's all it is. They're just programmed to do something. Like you go to the grocery store, 90% of those people they're not real, dude. They're backdrop people. They're NPCs. And so when you die and you look back and you're looking down on Earth, you're like, oh, look, here's all the real souls. Look, he's leaving his house. Look, here's all the backdrop people. Look, they're getting ready to go on stage, like the Truman Show. Look, they're ready to play their part. Do you ever notice that when you're looking at someone, like you're just walking around and people make eye contact with you and then like they kind of look away and like you just play it off as though they were just glancing at me? But that's been happening all my life. And I feel like they know, it's like they're maybe part of the program, and like they know that I'm the real thing. Like I'm, an actual actor in this. They're like an extra. Those are the extras. I'm an actual actor. I'm the actor, director, and screenwriter of my own play. And there's others, like you guys in here that are real too, of your own play. So put a 1 in the chat if you're real, and put 2 if you're a backdrop person. Oh, there's this lady, Brenda Hamilton, who was a piece of trash clerk of the city of Lakeside. And she's a piece of trash, dude. She's so rude to us, ignored us. They were in violation of the law, wouldn't respond to our complaints, wouldn't give us the public records we were requesting. And then she ended up, it all comes out in the wash, dude. We knew she was terrible. And then comes out that her dad was actually the chief of police and the mayor and the fire chief. It's a small town. There's like 17 people that live there. I don't even know why it's an official town. But he was getting either free cars, like other counties were donating cars to him because it's a small team municipality, and he was like giving them to his daughter, and then she was turning around and selling them. It was like they embezzled like tens of thousands of dollars from taxpayers, dude. And she would sell the car and like make like thousands of dollars on it, and then she'd get another car that her dad gave her for free, and then she'd sell it. So shit, they got busted, man. And now they're in big time trouble, dude. It was on the mainstream news and everything. You can remember when you were younger than 2? Wow. That's crazy. Oh, really? Testosterone is, yeah, because testosterone, like, testosterone will help cancer grow, because cancer is essentially, it's kind of like a muscle, right? So testosterone helps muscles grow. So that's why you don't want to eat protein either, because protein helps tumors grow. So yeah, testosterone is not good. That's why they don't want you to eat any protein. Like they want you to be skinny. Basically. A lot more 3 to 5, but I get what you mean. I can see 3 to 5. Usually about 4 is like the last year before they start. After 4, people start having memories. And then by 5 for sure. 3 is a little early. I still have a couple of memories. Like, have you ever seen a picture? Like you completely forgot about it, but then you see a picture from like 20 years ago, and all of a sudden it sparks that memory. You're like, oh, I remember that day. But you would have never thought about it if you didn't see the picture. I think that all memories are just there, that you just can't access them. Like, that movie Limitless, he takes that pill and he like uses all of his brain. I think that's real. I think that we just don't have access to, that's why they say like mushrooms and acid and stuff. It's like consciousness expanding drugs, like, right? Like DMT. It helps you access more. Because I saw this picture, dude. I know it was in a video. Because my dad, because I was born in the 80s, but my dad was a photographer, he's a photojournalist for Channel 7. He had like the big old shoulder mount cameras, you know, and so we always had like home videos and shit because, you know, in the 80s even because of him, right? We were kind of lucky for that. And I watched some video. I was like 2 years old, dude. And like I remember I fell off this little thing, this little tricycle thing I had. And I remembered when it happened. And I remembered when it happened, me feeling like I was in such agonizing pain. It was so painful. But then when I watched on the video, it didn't look very painful. But maybe just for a baby and you don't have any experience of that, it actually is painful. So like when you see a child fall off something and it seems like, oh, that was nothing, they're just scared. That's what it is. They're scared. I don't think so. I think to them, it's because it's relative to them. Yeah, if you fell in that kind of fall, it wouldn't be nothing. But to them, it actually does. It is painful because I remember being in like agonizing pain over that fall. What's up, Danny? See you, dog. Oh, Donna Walters in here. Twice in a week. Howdy. Twice in a week. Is there a twice in a week guy in here? Yes, and I woke up from coma and told my family convos they had around me. Oh, dude, that's crazy. I've heard about stuff like that happening. But I've heard about that. Stories like YouTube videos and near-death experience, NDEs. That's cool. What? Is there 25 years? Do you mind if I ask what it was for? Or you served 13 on a 25, dude. That's crazy, man. 13 years. How much? What? Tell me you got a lawsuit from that too. And if I had to guess, if you got a lawsuit, 8 million. That's what I'm guessing that you got. Stop by to share the love, drop a comment, and give a thumbs up. If you're ready for tomorrow, I know it's late. You're up late. Oh, thanks. She'll slip your punches. You know, you vanished, dude. I didn't know where the heck you went. I was trying to find Dub's court, dude. I was trying to email you, and I was like, dude, because I couldn't find it. And then I was like going through all the courts, trying to find him, like which one was he in, because I couldn't find the docket online and shit. And then I didn't hear from you for months until he got out. Now all of a sudden you're back. Have you ever met a dark soul? Like, what do you mean by dark soul? Like just someone that has like bad vibes, like evil energy? I've met someone who I believe was possessed by a demon, yeah, and he would come out in her. Like you'd see him sometimes, dude, like this ugly, like evil motherfucker, dude. And I wasn't the only person that saw it. Yeah, none of us have seen the true reality. The simulation we're in now is not of the source. It's evil. But I told the evil simulation will break soon. Where do you get that info from? I mean, I could believe that. I think that most of being on Earth is evil. Most of it's duality. There's good and bad, but I feel like the balance. To me, like the scales are always a little bit on the bad. For my life, at least. You know, I had some times where it's like it's way up here good, right? And then you have a tower moment, it's way bad. And then, you know, but like most of the time, it's, you know, bad's a little bit higher, dude. For me, it's not fucking comfortable, man. Like I said before, you can incarnate in all kinds of different planets, all kinds of different realities, different dimensions that are way easier. Earth is thought to be, if it's not one of the hardest, or if it's not the hardest, it's at least one of the hardest to incarnate on. It's a planet of misery, of hard times, of duality. And there's other, like I said, all those other lives that you can live on other dimensions and planets. The duality is less. There's still duality there, but it's the scales are different. But the problem is that during the bad times, that's where all the growth happens, right? So there's just the progress of your soul's journey. You evolve so slow because it's so good, right? Think about it. All of the growth happens in your life during the bad times. That's when you learn all the lessons. You don't learn any lessons when everything's great. You know what I mean? You don't. You learn through the bad times. Am I having legal issues? Yeah, I am. Talking about me or someone else? The other Chris. But why would you think that I'm having legal issues? Well, I am, but... Oh, hey, Karen. Good to see you. I don't know if I've ever seen... Have I seen you in here? Maybe one time. Hey, what's up, Norma? That's opposite Chris. Protein does not cause cancer to grow. Insulin does, and testosterone can too, depending on type of cancer. Really? Oh, how come they want you to eat like not meat? They don't want you to eat meat and stuff. Because protein helps muscles grow. So I figure since, you know, cancer is a tumor, it's like flesh, that it would help it grow. Wow, you're on that level. If you see that from your childhood, you need to definitely get into nature and keep your diet clean. Okay. Yeah, define clean diet. Yeah, I know, vertical. You know, because I went live, dude. It's already like it's 2:30 in the morning. I was like, if I do a regular stream, I don't know how many people are going to show up. So that's why I did this. And I'm meeting new people in here. So we got this new girl, Megan, who's really nice, dude. I like her. Chris, you would probably unlock something within yourself, and you are having it. And if you are having legal issues, etc., with people attacking you or being in the public eye, you should most definitely decompress. Like, what do you mean decompress? Should I, like you said, like go to a cabin and leave all my electronical devices and shit? Like a week? Is that what you mean? I need that. I'm beyond stressed right now, dude. I'm to the point now where I'm like so overwhelmed with stress that I'm like, I don't even know how I'm holding it down. I don't, dude. I have so much stuff in my life right now. I was saying in one of my other streams, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about all the stuff that's going on in my life right now, all the tower moments. And there's so many things where I would be like, dude, if just one of these things was happening in my life, that's enough to make some people have a mental breakdown, dude. And I have like a dozen things that are like big fucking deals. You know what I mean? So I definitely need to decompress for sure. I don't have too much legal issues anymore. I'm pretty much wrapping them up now. I actually have 0 future cases out right now, but I'm on federal probation, and I'm also waiting on one more appeal. And then I have to still find an attorney for my federal appeal, which is difficult. I still have another lawsuit in New Mexico I need to touch base with. That's another thing that I have to do. I have 2 lawsuits that I need to try to find an attorney for. So that's my legal trouble now. It's not like I'm going to jail again or something like that. But I'm done with all that stuff as long as I, be cool on my federal probation. Sorry, I think I'm way behind in the chat, guys, but I want to miss some of these. Yeah, the Dark Souls, like what you described. By the way, I've never told anyone these things, but I feel like the past few years people have changed and evolved or learned valuable lessons, so I don't. Yeah, we're having a mass awakening right now, for sure. And I kind of stopped trying to wake people up, because some people, you can't wake people up. It's not your job to wake people up. They're going to wake up if they're going to. Some people literally incarnate in this 3D reality just to experience the 3D, and that's it. When they had their soul contract, when they had their life review, or not their life review, but your life plan before you got born, okay, I'm just going to come here and experience the 3D. That's it. I'm not going to be awakened or conscious to what I really am, right? Which is the soul stuff we're talking about. I'm just going to experience the 3D. Sometimes people want to just do that. Okay, you didn't know there's another Chris? Okay, so it's just me. You should only select people actually learn from the bad times or tower moments. Yeah. Second degree murder. 20,000 for every year? That's it? Damn. Dude, you needed a better attorney, bro. That was millions. Who was your attorney, man? I think you should have got like 8 million. Dude, $20,000 for a year. Who would fucking go to prison for a year for 20 grand? You know what I'm saying? Like, no one would fucking do that, bro. It'd have to at least be at least $1 million for me to just voluntarily, and I still wouldn't do it. But, I said 8 million, so that, now we're talking, it's like 600,000 a year or something like that. It's at least reasonable, though. $20,000, dude. You could have made triple that just fucking working, bro. If you make the average salary in the United States, I don't know when this was, probably a long time ago, but that was probably like the average salary. So what's the average salary today? Like 55,000? Who would just spend a year in prison for 55,000 a year? I mean, that doesn't even seem. That's why I don't like government, dude. That's bullshit. That's why I'm anti-government, man. That's what I do. Why I do what I do. You spent 13 years of your life in prison, and you weren't even DNA testing proved you innocent, and then you got $20,000 a year. The government should have been kissing your ass, bro, and just handing you over $1 million a year, bro. That's what they should have done. But of course, they would do that. Oh, he told me, I think it was a misunderstanding on my part. I thought you found the link and got in after I couldn't figure it out. I was frustrated that day. Oh, it's all good. No sweat, dude. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, glad you're back. Okay. Yes, go connect away from all this. Connect with yourself, be with yourself, and your girl or pups are just you. Like you said, you're going through things which would break someone else. Yeah. I'd like to do. I think I'm gonna actually take your advice, Megan. I think I'm gonna ask Sweetie if she wants to go. I think we should just go to the mountains and go camping. That's what I think. And if she doesn't, then I think I'm just gonna go by myself. You're right. I have to, for my own sanity. I think I don't believe in coincidences, Megan, and I know you don't either, just by talking to you. You were supposed to come in this chat for a reason. I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying, oh yeah, I am going to go, to the mountains. No, I really am. I'm going to do something like that. I don't know for sure to the mountains, but I do need to do this. I'm in the Southwest, Colorado. Thanks, Wade. You need a frequency generator and a grounding blanket in your bedroom, brother. And a microwave is the most dangerous thing in your house, dude. First of all, I do have a grounding. It's not a grounding blanket. It's a grounding sheet. And I know about grounding. Me and Sweet Tea used to do it on the old days. Like me and Sweet Tea used to have fun. Like we used to do stuff like this. And like we go to the park with the dogs and like we play catch and we take our shoes off and ground ourselves and stuff. And but I don't do that anymore. I don't ground. But I do have the grounding sheet at least. But I heard that about the microwaves. And Sweet Tea, like she loves microwave, dude. It's like her thing, bro. Nuke it. That's what she said. Oh, just nuke it. Just nuke it. I'm like, dude, you nuke shit all the time. And like, because I will use the microwave. I don't like saying like I never use it, but if I have the means, like when I cook, sometimes I just cook because I cook bachelor food. I'm more of a heater upper. I don't cook shit. I just open a can of chili and like, eat that, dude. It's easy, bro. I don't have time to cook. And so I'll put it in a fucking pot, bro, and I'll warm it on the stove. I don't cook shit in the microwave, dude. Sucks all the nutrients out of it, and like it's bad, dude. I know it's bad for you. Oh yeah, what city or what state? Yeah, I think so too. I mean, they make movies all the time that's about real life, but it's so far fetched that like people aren't awake to it. Like they throw it right in your face, bro. But people are just so sheep. They're just such sheeple, man, that they don't even realize that it's actually the real thing. Yeah, and, I never did meal prepping. Like it just takes so much time, dude. Like I'm so to the point now where I'm neglecting all kinds of shit in my life, bro. I'm trying to create a balance of everything, and I just don't have enough. I'm trying to deal with, I got all this stuff going on, and I'm trying to deal with Sweet Tea. It's like taking a huge priority, and then I got my dogs. My dogs are fucking taking a back seat, bro. Like I haven't even taken them on a walk, and I don't even know how long, bro. And I'm feeling bad for it, and I don't even have time to work. I'm behind on my work, to the max. There's no way I have time to cook and all that, like meal prep, even that shit, dude. That's why I just like heat shit up. I'll pick stuff up. Like dude, today, I didn't even fucking eat all day. I didn't fucking eat all day because I was working on this fucking letter all day, 10 hours straight, bro. And then like finally, I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta fucking eat something. I was like thinking, like I know I don't have any food, bro. I have nothing. That's another thing. I gotta go grocery shopping still. And I was like, fuck, man. I was like looking at the time. It was like almost midnight. I was like, fuck, I gotta find a pizza place that's open. And I did one of those like asshole things that people do and they order pizza like right before they close. But like I needed to eat something, bro. Like I hadn't eaten. And I'm like, fuck, now I'm one of those guys. And so I did that. But yeah, I just don't have time for no meal prep and shit. That's why I'm saying, dude, like I need a wife, bro, that's like doesn't work and just stays home and like takes care of the house and like cooks and shit. And takes care of the grocery, like all that shit that I need to do. I don't have time for that shit. Oh, meditating's easy. I'll tell you how to meditate right now. Hold on. How you meditate is you can listen to meditation music if you want to, like on YouTube. That helps. But what you want to do is you want to lay down or sit down. You don't have to do. You could do the whole Indian style, whatever is the most comfortable for you. I lay down and get in the most comfortable position you can. You can meditate in loud noise if you want to, but it's easier if you don't. Try to be in a quiet spot, and all you're doing is not thinking about anything, right? So how you do that, because what happens is your mind always wants to take over. That's what the mind does, right? You try to just quiet the mind. That's what meditating is. The mind just wants to take over and you'll start thinking about stuff like, You'll be trying to meditate, and then all of a sudden something will come up that you need to take care of, and you'll be thinking about it, and oh fuck, I'm not supposed to be thinking about that. I'm not supposed to be thinking right now, right? Like it just tries to take over. So what you do is you focus on your breathing. So first, just breathe in and then out. And notice each breath. Like when you breathe it in, notice the feel of the air going in through your nostrils, right? Notice the expansion of your chest, of your diaphragm, and then release. Notice the feeling of that. And just do that for like a bunch of times, like 20 times. And then after that, now only focus on the exhale part. Because exhale, when you're focusing on that, it's like letting go. That's what you're focusing on. And that's it. And my thoughts will come in. They will. And then as soon as you notice the thought coming in, don't freak out. Just, oh, I'm thinking. And then just notice that you're thinking and then release the thought. And then if it's during the day and like there's some kids playing outside and you're starting to get in that meditative state and then you hear some kids and like kind of brings you back in, that's okay. It's not bad. It's not good or bad. It just is. So just notice that there's kids outside playing and then release it. Go back into Zen. Go back into just being. That's what meditation is. If you have to continue with your breathing again. And I get to the point where like you start getting good at it and then you'll meditate, like you should meditate like 20 minutes a day, twice a day, but you'll get to the point where like some people, like you'll want to meditate, you'll want to do it longer because it feels so good. And like you'll do it for half an hour, you'll do it for an hour. I mean, dude, like those monks and shit, like there's these guys in the spiritual community that are talking about like how he would meditate like 6 hours a day for like so many years and shit. I was like, damn, bro. And I was like, that's a lot. And he's like, yeah, it is. But it's worth it to be Zen or whatever, to expand my consciousness to what I've learned. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's true, bro. You know what I mean? So like material things like, oh, dude, 6 hours of your time. Yeah, you could, you could have way more status, or more money and you could do lots of stuff in the physical, but the physical's nothing, dude. So like, even I get caught up in my ego, man. Like, oh, I got to figure this out and I got this court stuff and lawsuits I need to figure out. That's just more being in my ego. That's all it is. That's just the physical, man. It's like nothing, dude. It's like not even what you're, I mean, it's important stuff because that stuff helps you learn lessons too. Because I mean, that's why we're here in the 3D for that kind of physical stuff, but it's not really what you are though. Yeah, try it. If you're going to be still up that late, try it. And meditation music helps sometimes too. Just get on your cell phone and play it. I do that too. And I've actually figured out a way to help yourself sleep. It works so good. So if you're having a hard time sleeping, you take a deep breath in through your nose though, and count to 5, and then hold it for like 5 or 6 seconds, and then exhale for 5 seconds. So basically 5 is fine. It doesn't have to be exact. Inhale for 5. Hold it for 5. Exhale out your mouth for 5. Okay, so 5, 5, and 5. And just do that over and over again, dude. By the time you get to like 4 or 5, you'll be out. I promise you, dude, try it, bro. I learned this from it was like some Navy SEAL guy who said that's how they would teach them how to sleep, like when they're out in the jungle and shit, bro. It fucking works, man. I tried it and you don't even remember going to sleep. I'm like, dude, I fucking was doing, I don't even remember falling asleep, but I remember I was doing that breathing thing and then I was fucking out. It's weird, man. It works. Yo, what's up from Russia, big dog? Where is he? Right here. Russian energy. You look like you're, are you a soldier? Yeah. Okay. You're the lay down type unless you're doing serious third eye opening. Megan, what do you watch on YouTube? Like, do you watch any spiritual stuff? Who do you watch? Who do you listen to? All right, on dog. That's cool, man. 190K a year for 16 years. Right on, dude. Oh, really? I love air fryers too, man. I thought they were healthy because it doesn't cook it in grease, it cooks it in air. Okay, your phone died. I was asking you, what spiritual like YouTubers do you watch? Do you watch any? Like, who do you listen to? Or maybe not YouTubers, like just spiritual teachers. Like, you have any books or anyone you follow? Like, oh yeah, that guy never told me what his freaking what his Instagram was. I was gonna look him up. I have my on Instagram over here. My Instagram's going up, dude, slowly but surely. I got 23,000 views in the last 30 days. Instagram's one of my slowest growers. It's hard. I haven't figured out the tricks on Instagram. I feel like Instagram's harder to grow. I should make Megan a moderator. You think so? No, I actually study them. If I watch them because of NPCs and fake spiritualists. So you think that like some of the fake spiritualists, they're NPCs? Oh yeah, third eye. Yeah, pineal. How do you say it? Is it pineal or pineal? I don't ever knew how to say that. It's the pineal gland. Yeah, duh, third eye. Yeah, that's another thing they say that fluoride calcifies the pineal gland. Of course, makes sense, right? Because only the elites in the government, they should be able to utilize their third eye, right? Not us. You never see my stuff on IG? I just had like a shitload of new videos go up. I just had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 videos go up yesterday, and then before that, they're off and on. Like sometimes I will go like weeks or months even without. But I don't know. I don't have that much. Like a lot of it's like shorts and stuff, but I do have some old ass shit that when I first put it up here, they're like longer videos, dude, like 5-10 minuters and shit. I mean, if you follow me on YouTube though, it's the same shit. It's not like I don't have shit specific for Instagram though. It's just the same shit. But they're, like clips and not full videos. I'm having a hard time with my Facebook. I've had like 3, 4 Facebooks now, DMA ones, and I've had 2 of my Facebook accounts with like tens of thousands of followers, and like I was getting like 500,000 views a video, right? Like I was getting tons of views. And then I got monetized, and you can make way more money on Facebook too. But then I got demonetized twice because not using original content, because I have this social media manager and he lives in Pakistan. And so what he was doing was he was the same manager. I don't know if you heard me talking about. He worked with Long Island too. And Long Island had the same problem. He got demonetized too. And Long Island was making like $50,000 a month on Facebook, bro. And he got demonetized for the same shit that this guy was doing, because he was ripping shit from YouTube and then publishing it on Facebook. But there's like an IP address attached to it. And so Facebook knows that it's, even though it's your content, it's my content, it knows that it's not original, right? It was used somewhere else. So they demonetized me. And so I figured out, if I'm doing, now that I'm doing that, I have to send him the original file through like a Google Drive link, and then he uploads it. And you upload it on Facebook first, then YouTube. But like the first 2 that he made me, I don't know how he did it, bro, because he would make me an account, and then like a week later, he had me like 10,000 followers and shit, and I'm getting like 500,000 views, and I wasn't even doing anything. It was all him. And then this time, when I hadn't talked to him for a couple years, and then all of a sudden he's back, and I was like, I'm gonna make you a new Facebook. And I was like, no, to just use this one, because I already have been like, you know, on YouTube, like promoting my Facebook, and like then I'll get demonetized and I'll start a new one, and I'm promoting this one. It was literally like 3rd time's a charm or something, dude. 3rd or 4th time. I was like, dude, I don't want to go through promoting another Facebook, man, like to my viewers. Dude, that's gonna seem so stupid. I was like, just use this one, bro, that I already started. He's like, okay, but like he can't, whatever the reason is, he can't get that one to grow. It sucks, bro. Like nothing, I don't know why. It's like, I think he needs to start one from scratch again. I don't know what the deal is. Oh yeah, fakes jumping on the train. I don't know. I mean, like who though? Like you know, Dolores Cannon. I don't think she's a fake. Abraham Hicks. Who else? I learned a lot from Kurt Johnson from New World All Star. You ever heard of him? Even though I think you guy's a douchebag, but I mean, I still like. I mean, he still did change my life. Well, he helped me change my own life. But he's kind of a pussy though. Yeah, doing like, you do the Epsom salt, or you could do like sea salt. Yeah, man. Like fluoride, dude. They literally, when they fluoridate the water, bro, they have to. The guys, people that do it, they're wearing hazmat suits, like full on suits, bro. Big ass rubber gloves, like helmets and shit. The whole 9 yards, bro. And they're putting it in your water that you drink. How much sense does that make, dude? If it's that fucking toxic, I don't care how little of amount that you're putting in there, dude. Like, I don't want to drink that. That's stupid, bro. Let's see. Who is that? Let's see. I gotta just. I can't see. I don't know how to work this thing. Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about the OGs. Talking about all the YouTubers and tarot readers out now. Oh yeah, okay. No, I'm talking about OGs, dude. So I'll tell you who I like. I like I said, I like Abraham Hicks, Eckhart Tolle, what's that chick? Something ropes or something slopes or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. That chick, which got like the head that's shaved on the side. I like Dolores Cannon. There's lots of people. Like there's this guy, Rich Lop, that I like. I know Sweet Tea doesn't like him. Because I ended up getting a personal reading from him, and she was in it, and like she didn't like it because anyways. But I mean, he's taught me a lot of stuff, dude. He's not, because most of his tarot card readings, they don't even resonate with me. He's never really resonated with me, but I always watched. I'm not part of his collective, but I always watched his videos because sometimes they would resonate, but like I always got something out of it because he just, more than a tarot card reader, he's like a law of attraction expert, and he gives such great advice, man. I was like, dude, that totally fucking makes sense. Yes. Helps cognitive dissonance. It affects your ability to critically think. It just keeps you, I'm just a sheep, dude. I just go with the flow. And, oh, yeah, we're getting fucked over, man. Oh, they're taking our Social Security too. Oh, the increased taxes again. Right? Oh, fuck yeah, America. Yeah, United States. Woohoo. Thank you, troops, for fighting for our freedom. Yeah. Oh, we lost more freedoms. Oh, the Fourth Amendment. Now they can just break into your house and murder your whole family. All I got to do is prove to a jury that it was an honest mistake. We're less free. Fuck yeah, thank you, troops, for protecting our freedoms, even though we're less free. Yeah, that's what fluoride does to you, man. That's like one of the things it does. It keeps you a fucking brainwashed sheep, bro. Fuck yeah, America, the freest country in the world. So you just don't even realize that you're just getting totally, that you're just bending over and grabbing your ankles the whole time, bro. As long as they keep that fluoride in that water, man. Luis Hall, never heard of him. Abraham and Eckhart Tolle. Bob Proctor, I like him. Are all guys, but you have to connect with your soul and origin. Use them as guides, but put yourself first. Okay. I feel you on that. Let me see if I can throw my link in here for you, Megan, real quick. I think I got to be on a different Switch account. I don't think I'm a moderator on that. Okay. I figured it out. Oh, man. Come on. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's my link. Did it come in? I don't felt like it came in. I don't know if it worked, but that's the link. That's what it is. YouTube.com/Empirical Miracle. So you should check it out if you want to. It's my spiritual channel. Louise Hay. Oh, Louise Hay is an old lady. An original OG for sure. That's funny because, dude, I remember Abraham Hicks, my friend. She was my barber. She was telling me about Abraham Hicks. I was like, oh, that's cool. I have to check him out. And she's like, oh, it's a chick. And I was like, oh, really? And there was someone else that I thought, spiritual wise, that I thought was a dude. And it was a chick. Oh, Hall was autocorrect. Oh, yeah. So it's Louise Hay, not Hall. Email you? What do you mean? Email you, no spammers? Well, you have social. You have Megan M. That's your YouTube channel, right? So if you just go to YouTube, you can find this one. I don't think that's a link, but you might be able to find it. It's not a big channel, but you might be able to find it. If you go to my main channel, Denver Metro Audits, and then it's linked on all that one for sure. That one you can find. Oh, feel free to email you. Okay, what is your email? You gonna tell me on here? Or do you want me to tell you my email and then you email me? Oh, it's in the thread. Okay. You're gonna make me do work. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. You're gonna have to re-put it in there. Can you just put it back in? You just throw it back in there? Unless you don't want people to have your email, I understand. I'll just give you my email and you can email me. So my email is denvermetroaudits@gmail.com, and you could just email me and then I'll know what you put it in here. Oops, hold on, I didn't spell it right. There, that's mine. Denver, I just put in the chat. It's denvermetroaudits@gmail.com. That's not my spiritual email, but that's the email that I check. The other ones, I don't check them. So if I give you my empirical miracle email, forget about it. And I haven't even been checking. I'm like so behind on emails too right now. I'll see how late I'm going to stay up today. See if I can. It's 3:11. See if maybe get to bed by 4. Yeah, like Facebook, dude. You spend 80% of your time on Facebook jail. I think they're not as bad now. I remember, dude, it used to be like I would say something, like say like a bad word, like ass or something like that, and like I wasn't even like bullying or anything. It was just like I was saying something that was funny, and like it's like you've been flagged for harassment and bullying and shit. And I'm like, what? I wasn't even talking bad about anyone, dude. Like they were Facebook's on one, bro. They were on one. I think they're not as bad now. Now all of a sudden they want to be transparent. They want to be, about free speech and stuff, right? That they got called out and shit. But like, I used to be obsessed with Facebook before I started a YouTube channel. I was addicted to Facebook, and I'd be on there a lot, dude. I was addicted to it. The dopamine hits that you get. Oh, somebody liked my stuff. And then I started my YouTube channel, and I don't give a shit about Facebook anymore, because now I still am addicted to that. I'll admit it. But like, I don't care about Facebook now getting, I got 20 likes on something, dude, because it's different with the YouTube channel. It's like a lot more. So I just don't care about Facebook anymore. Like, I'll literally I usually go on Facebook every day. Like when I first wake up and I drink my coffee, and then I'll sit on this recliner here and I'll just go through my Facebook feed. Watch, like, usually I just on there to watch reels, is what I like to do. But other than that, I don't really I post stuff sometimes, but not near like I used to. Don't care about it. I actually lost my other Facebook account when I got my new phone. I got locked out of it. And like, dude, if that would have happened like back in the old days, I would have been like obsessed. I'd be like, fuck. Like, I literally didn't even care. I was like, oh shit, dude, I guess I'm out, dude. I tried forever to get in. I couldn't figure it out. Locked me out of there. So I was like, okay, I'll just make a new one. I had to make a new one because for my members on my YouTube account, I have to have a personal Facebook as part of the perks, like the members only group. So I had to like start a whole new one. And I'm even on there very, very often. Everyone else was in there way more than me. And then now with the new group, people they don't post that much. But the new group is like the real members, the up-to-date members. The old group that's still around, that's like all the members that they're not even members anymore. But I just left them in there because I still found access to that. I had somebody else invite me from my new page to that one, so I have access to it again. I posted my IG, brother, one of my older videos, shows sweet tea and herd litter. Okay. Let's see, where'd you post it? What do you mean you posted it? I'm not seeing it. That's what Megan was saying. Like, no, it's not showing up. Like, links aren't showing up and stuff. So like, are you seeing this? Like, is that showing up? Because like I don't know if the links are showing up, because I just said I posted this link up here, see? And that's not showing up as a link though. I don't know if you can post links in like these vertical ones anymore. I think it doesn't allow links. Just email me your IG, bro, and I'll look at sweet tea. Maybe I'll share it, dude. Oh, you emailed me? Okay. Yeah, I thought only moderators could post links, but like, that's true. That's true. But like, this is my channel, right? I can post a link on my channel. And so I did that. I posted a link, but it didn't work. So that's why I'm thinking, what the heck? It's not working. Let me see what your email is so I tell everyone. Oh yeah, I see. I got you right there. I'll email you tomorrow the link to my channel. Not to my spiritual channel though. Yeah, it is weird. It's not allowing me to post on my own channel because I'm logged into my own channel and then I posted a link. It didn't work. They're conspiring against me. I only have Truth Social for posting my spiritual stuff, Flat Earth, CERN, etc. Yeah, you got to be careful with the Flat Earth on YouTube. They'll delete your channel, Flat Earth, bro. Google's on one, bro. Like, they censor you like a mug too. That's part of the reason I think why they want to get rid of TikTok too, because TikTok doesn't censor that shit. You can find all kinds of flat earth stuff on TikTok, bro. And I'm not a flat earther, Wade. I'm not there yet, but I'm impartial to it. I'm not convinced either way, honestly. Like, I still probably believe, I don't even know what I believe if I had to think. But I used to be very firm that there's an earth. And when a flat earth first came out, I thought it was stupid, bro. I thought some of their arguments were freaking ridiculous. But they've made some good ones, dude. Like with the whole, the ice, what's the thing where you're not allowed to go? It's like illegal to go there. Antarctica, it's illegal to go there. That's where they're saying like that's where all the rest of the there's whole civilizations over there. It's flat earth. Like the one thing that, but then there's also other stuff too. Well, first of all, if you look at the flat earth map, there's the firmament above, which is like water, it's like the ocean. And like in the Bible, in the old Bible from like the 60s, it talks about the firmament. They took it out of the new Bible. My grandma has an old ass Bible too. I saw it with my own eyes. And then if you look at some of the flight paths, like for emergency landings, wherever they were, the coordinates they were when they had to emergency land, and then you look at the spot that they actually landed, if you look on a globe map, it makes no sense. It's like, why would you fly there for an emergency landing? That's like way out of the way, dude. But then if you change it to like a flat earth map, it's different. And all of a sudden, boom, it's like way closer to the closest one. And then all these people on TikTok, this guy's talking to pilots and shit, and is talking about flat earth. So do you adjust, for curvature, Like do you point the nose down a little bit so it makes up for curvature? No, it's flat, or no, because this one guy was saying, a bunch of pilots in the airport, dude, sitting down, and he didn't know he was recording. It was like on the sly. It's like, oh, it's just because it's so little of a thing or whatever. He's like, no, what are you talking about, dude? If you travel this much, you're to this much degrees, it's math, bro. He's like, the Earth's flat, dude. You know it's flat. You guys all know it's flat. And then as he was walking away, one of the pilots was like, yeah, I know, but we're not allowed to say anything. I mean, it didn't seem fake to me, bro. But the most convincing thing that I've seen so far is, okay, you have Earth, okay? And then you have, this is Earth, and this is like the sun, okay? My little chip thing here, SD card. So the Earth is here, and the Earth goes like this, and it goes 24, when it travels one full rotation, that's a day, right? And then when it travels to this side, that's like 3 months, right? And then it travels to this side, that's 6 months, right? And then 9 months, and then back, that's 12 months. So, okay, so if this is the sun, okay, so to say this is, my fingers are the United States, okay, and this is the sun. So when the Earth becomes like midnight, okay, now this is the United States over here, we're away from the sun, right? So all the stars that we're seeing are like in my face, right? So in January, we see all these stars on this side, okay? But then in 6 months from now, when we travel over here, now we're on this side, okay? Now the sun's back here, so we're, right now it's daytime, and then bam, now it's nighttime. Okay, now the United States is seeing all the stars on that side, the opposite side, not this side, that side. How come I see 12 months out of the year, I see the Big Dipper, I see the exact same fucking stars, bro? How is that even possible? That is the argument that really fucking made me think. I was like, holy shit, dude, that makes sense. I can't deny that shit. I still have yet to have somebody tell me anything about that if I bring it up to them. I don't know what the answer to that is. Does anyone in here knows? No, I never heard about that. Sun, moon, and stars are inside the firmament in water. Let's see here. We are going to take a very quick intermission. I won't be gone that long, maybe like a minute. Let's see. Let's play I don't know. I don't have anything new. We'll just go old school like this. Okay, I'm back. Oh, Jay Duel's in the house. What's up, dog? You hate my channel, bro? Seems like you love it, dude. Why are you here? You love my channel. Are you just talking shit just because you're a retard? Is that what it is? Or are you a troll? Is that what it is? I never know. If you're just a troll, like just trolling everyone, or are you one of those people that follows me from the DMA channel and then you follow all of my other channels just so you can come over here and say stupid shit like that and pretend that I'm the one that needs to get a life, even though you like are obsessed with me and you follow all my channels that have nothing to do with activism, so you can just come over here and make yourself look dumb like an obsessed like ex-girlfriend. Is that what it is? You know what I mean? How to get my pizza. The New Jersey drone videos finally died like overnight. The big drone invasion. No, I didn't even hear about that. I don't even know about that. I don't watch the news, so like I'm usually not even aware of that stuff. Wait, what? You're an activist? Yes, I'm a civil liberties activist. Yeah, it could be our tech. I heard that if there's ever an alien invasion, there's a good possibility that it wouldn't really be an alien invasion. It'd be the United States government pretending they're aliens, because they re-engineered all that stuff back in the late 40s in Roswell, in a crash. And the aliens have been working with the government in exchange for letting them, abduct human beings and shit like that. They give them tech. You notice how all of a sudden we lived 99% of the human existence has been in 50 to 100 people tribes for like 150,000 years. We're like fucking Stone Age. And then all of a sudden now, literally within like the last, what, like 40 years, we're just like exploding with technology, bro. Like, come on. Dude, no way, dude. I mean, I think they started helping us out like maybe 140 years ago, like with the cars. They first started helping us a little bit. But now it's dude, they're helping us, bro. There's no way we lived 150,000 years, basically Stone Age shit. You know, even like in Jesus' time or whatever, like, you know, wouldn't have shit, dude. Like, you know, nothing cool technology wise. And then all of a sudden now, every year, it's like more and more crazy shit. You got to be able to think, man, like, that's not just happening by accident. Yeah. Yeah. We think it's so high tech. This is like, they're not giving us the best. They're giving us like the old ass shit. Like they're giving us stuff from like a million years ago. I mean, that's how high tech they are. They're like, oh, it was given our million-year-old stuff. Yeah, I mean, the government does that too. Like companies do that. Like, I bet you Apple has like stuff that's, you know, like decades in advance, bro. Crazy technology that they're like, okay, we're gonna save all this and let's just give them like a slightly better camera this time, right? Like, let's give them like this one, and then finally they give us something cool. Like, oh, now we're gonna give them 5G, right? But like, they got shit like that's how they make more money. They're like, it ensures the survival of their company, right? But they just give you everything all at once. Well, now what do they have? They gotta keep you buying shit. I mean, it would still keep them in business because people will still want to buy the stuff, but no one's going to be wanting to like get a new phone unnecessarily or a slightly better camera and all the other stupid stuff that people buy brand new phones for. Dude, I had the same iPhone. I had the iPhone 5 and then I ended up like eventually something would happen. I need to like do a warranty exchange on it or something. Or like something would happen. I used to use the insurance and I'd get a new phone, but like I was so overdue that like they would have to just upgrade me. There was no more iPhone 5s left. So they upgraded me to the iPhone SE, or it was the iPhone 5S, and then it was the iPhone SE. And I had the iPhone SE for like ever, dude. I literally only got the iPhone 13 mini because I started the DMA channel and that old phone was only capable of 4G. And I was like, for work, I did it because I'm like, well, I need to have the best quality for a live stream. You know, like I have to get a new phone. But dude, that other phone did everything that I needed to. Even Sweet Tea was like, oh, you know, your 4G is not so slow. And I thought it was fine. But then when I got 5G, I was like, oh yeah, that's a difference. I noticed it. But I have no desire to ever get a new phone now, unless they come out with 6G or something. And like now I have to. But they never come out with something that's like so much better. Like even the iPhone 13 mini. If the camera's a little bit better, I don't know. It's like, I'm not like, oh my God, it's just like, can't believe I was living with an iPhone SE for this long. I was living in the Stone Age with that phone. No, I haven't noticed that. They end up grainy and pixelated. No engine, noise completely silent. The speed of which it left was mind-boggling. Yeah, with the technology they use, it's not like it doesn't propel you. I think the technology they use is like they're able to like, it's like a wormhole. They're able to, it's like anti-gravity or something. And I think they're also able to like shift into like warp. You know what I mean? When they just take off, like you see like UFO footage and a little blink of an eye, it's there and then it's over there. Because it's not traveling there. It's like going through like a wormhole, like warp thing there or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know that whatever the technology is, it's not like it's propelling them there like a jet motor would. You know what I mean? It's propelling them. Yeah. Guess I'm over here eating pizza. It's the higher level beings frequency interfering with the photos, whether ghosts, Sasquatch, or aliens. I'm very interested in that Sasquatch thing, man. My stepdad saw Sasquatch. That's why he's always big into, like, he always watches those shows. And he saw it, him and his brother and this other kid over here in Castle Rock, Colorado. Castle Rock versus Gonzalez. Some of you guys might know that case law. It's right here in Castle Rock, Colorado. They were out doing some of those back, and he was a kid. It was like farm town, you know what I mean? And they saw Sasquatch, bro. They said that he was creeping over the tree, and then like he came out and was like walking towards them. And he said it was like, I don't know, 100 yards away or some shit like that. And he was walking just like they explained in all the shows and everything, all long ass arms. Like he said, he was like 8 foot tall, dude, big ass, huge fucking thing. And then he said that he had like red eyes, like you could see his eyes. It was like a laser in the eye. And then he started like running towards them, dude. And they all just fucking took off. They're like 10, they're kids, dude. And they all just took off running, dude. And he swears this day, and his brother too. Like, I know they're not just making that shit up, dude. And you know, the footage they took in the 60s or whatever, that shit's good footage, man. It was a female. You could see the breasts. But they're like, the reason you can't ever capture a Sasquatch is because they're different dimensional beings, right? Like they travel from their dimension to this dimension. Oh, they're OG of Earth? If anything's, humans are the foreigners. Well, because humans are a hybrid, right? Of like a gray, like some type of alien and like a monkey. Is that why? Oh, they're going back to the moon now? I thought they lost all the technology for that. Remember, they like lost the technology. Like, we can't even go to the moon if we wanted to. I don't think anyone's ever really been to the moon. I think they faked it. Have you seen the footage of Buzz Aldrin several times in interviews saying we've never been to the moon? You know, I say they do stuff right in front of your face and flaunt it. People don't catch on it. There was an interview he was doing, and there was this little girl asking him a question about going to the moon. It was on like a late night show or whatever, back in like the 90s or something. And he was like, well, the truth is we never really went to the moon, but, and then like he just kept going, and like no one would like, didn't like, I don't know if they thought he was joking or like what it was, but it didn't catch, you know, like no one, like, he just kept on with his thing, but then he was talking about other stuff. It's like, and it wasn't just that interview. He said it a bunch of times about we didn't really go to the moon. He's trying to like tell people, dude. But no one, even when they're like telling you and it's right in front of your face, like people don't believe it. Oh, it's just Buzz Aldrin. He's just an old, he's senile now. Like, talk about cognitive dissonance, bro. Like the fluoride in the water. Yeah. Well, I was watching like some type of documentary about the moon thing, and There was these people who worked for the government. I guess they brought in that guy who was the director for all those Star Wars movies to help them film the moon landing. And there's these people that worked for the government or for NASA, and they testified that like they remember they had like this big gigantic dome was like a set, and everything was blacked out, so it'd be like, you know, inside the set it was blacked out, so it'd be like the space. And he said they remember dump trucks, like hundreds of dump trucks coming in with fucking dump trucks full of sand, and they came in and they fucking filled the whole thing with sand, bro. And then they went in there and they were doing some shit, and then next thing you know, we landed on the moon. Like that's when he said that whoever the guy was, I don't remember if it was on Netflix or YouTube or whatever I saw it on. I think it was on YouTube. Like that's how I knew, dude. They faked the fucking moon landing, bro. Like he worked at NASA, bro. Like what else could it be? If you worked at NASA and they brought in all these hundreds of dump trucks full of sand, bro, and like filled this thing up, and you go in there and it's like I said, blacked out and shit, like it's space, and then they're bringing cameras in there. Like, what do you think's happening, man? And it was like a race to get to the moon, United States or Russia. And so they were like, we're just going to fake it, because they couldn't do it, man. Like, look at the technology that they were working with back then, bro. I mean, the computing power that's in your cell phone that everyone has in their pocket back then would have taken like a fucking entire house. You know what I mean? I mean, it just doesn't seem. And then all of a sudden they lost the technology. Like, we don't even have the technology to go back to the moon. What are you talking about, dude? And then you can see all the times when they're up there in the space, they're doing space things, and like they're pretending like there's no gravity and shit. And like I've seen their hair, bro. Like the girl's hair is like sticking straight up, and it looks to me like they just put a shitload of fucking hairspray. I'm like, dude, that does not look normal. Like if it was like regular gravity, their hair would be kind of like moving, you know, like kind of floating around. Or at least I've never been in no gravity, but I mean, I'm assuming that your hair would not be just stuck straight up and like fucking solid as a rock, bro. That's what it looks like. Looks like, you know, a Grease movie or some shit, or like, you know, from the 80s when they just extreme. What's that shit? Aquanet. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I mean, you got the Bermuda Triangle, where all the ships go missing and all the planes crash and shit. That's where all the aliens go, dude. They take their UFOs down into the Bermuda Triangle underneath the ocean. Yeah, I heard that. It means to deceive. It's right in front of your. See, there you go. It's another thing right in front of your face. Were you talking about CERN too, Wade? You take the CERN logo. It's 666, bro. The CERN logo is 666. Let me take. Well, let me show you guys something real quick here. Actually, I don't like to do it like this. Let's see. So you take this. Can you see this? See this thing down here in the bottom right of my screen here? It's Google Chrome. You know that logo, right? Look at that logo. If you can see it, it's really small. But I mean, you guys know what that logo looks like. It's the red, green, and yellow, and there's a blue dot in the middle. It's 666, man. That's what that is. It's 3 6s. That's what that is. And then you take the CERN logo. It's the same thing. It's 666, bro. It's like right in front of your face. You take Disney, Walt Disney, who was a Freemason. His signature has a shitload of 6s in it, bro. It's like right in front of your face. They flaunt it, dude. And no one does anything. I mean, I don't do anything. I just talk about it at least. But I mean, what are you really going to do? No, I've heard them, but I don't like know them by heart. Yes, The Truman Show. I mean, I think that's how just life is. I think that that's how God is. I think that all those people are like the backdrop people. They're getting ready to go on stage. And Truman, him, and a bunch of other people, about 500 million, 200 to 500 million out of 8 billion people are real people, right? So, but that's why I say sometimes I feel like I'm Truman from The Truman Show, bro. I'll see people look at me like they know that I'm a real soul or something. It's weird. And I've saying in here before, Megan, you should try this. Talk to a backdrop person. I talked to a backdrop person, an NPC. I like fucked with him, dude. Like he didn't know what to do because I was just learning about NPCs. And I was walking out to my truck out here and I was like, I knew that I would normally never talk to this guy walking the sidewalk, dude. I just knew I would never do it. But I was just learning about NPCs. And I was like, I bet you this guy's an NPC. I was like, I'm gonna talk to him, man, to see what happens. And I was like, hey man, what's up? And like, dude, he glitched out, bro. He didn't know what to do. He was like, it was not even like a awkward, like I'm antisocial thing. It was, I'd never experienced this before, dude. Like he just was like, it was like a total fucking glitch. He made like this weird sound and like, he was totally thrown off, bro. He wasn't programmed for me to talk to him. And then he just walked away. And I was like, holy shit, dude, that was a fucking NPC, bro. And like now, maybe they're programming them to like be prepared for that. Maybe like, oh, update. Christopher's gonna talk to the sidewalk guys. Let's fucking, let's program them so that if that happens again, because I've tried it before now and it doesn't work. Man, but if you try that, you can't play that game. Oh, dude, it was so creepy, man. I knew it was an NPC. I was like, because I knew he was an NPC before I even asked him anything. I was like, I bet you this guy's an NPC. You see what happens if I say hi to him. Oh, really? Phil Schneider? Yeah. Reptilians, that's another thing. When I see, everything starts out far-fetched, bro. And I'm like, I don't believe that shit. But now I'm hearing more about this reptilian stuff. Sorry, I'm dropping shit. Sorry. But I'm hearing more about this reptilian stuff and like I'm reading about it. I'm like, dude, maybe reptilians are a real thing. Like they just walk around us as, regular humans and shit. You're an earth angel. What do you describe as an earth angel? Because I describe earth angel as like light workers, the chosen ones. But some people don't like that term, the chosen ones, because it kind of sounds grandiose. You know what I mean? I don't like that either. I don't like talking like that. So some people use the term earth angel. Some people use light worker. There's lots of different terms you can use for those. No, I've never seen that. Is it on YouTube? What's the name of the video? I'll play it right now. Yeah. I mean, what is there's also, star seeds, right? But star seed's not really an earth angel or like a light worker. Like they're a star seed is like an alien. Well, I mean, it's a human being, but like they're not from Earth. Like people that choose to, but I mean, a lot of people didn't choose. Like I'm sure I probably lived a lot of lives not on Earth too. I don't know if I'm a star seed, but like when you choose to go to the school, that's like okay, like if I choose to go to ASU, I go to ASU the first year, then the second year, and the third year, like this is my school, right? It'd be like somebody transferring from CU to ASU. You know what I mean? Like that's a star seed. So they typically don't incarnate here, but they did, usually with a specific mission because, our Earthlings, we need some help. But like a lot of times, star seeds, they won't feel like they just don't feel at home here. I don't feel at home here. I don't know if I'm a star seed or not. I don't know what I am. I'm not very conscious of what I am. I just know that I'm some type of a light worker or chosen one or something. It's very hard to find my path or what my destiny is. Oh, really? Yeah. I turned to drugs too. You know, the thing too, like one of the most things where I was like, okay, I think I'm a light worker, is because light workers. This is a very common theme. I think actually it's a requirement that you have to have like one of the worst childhoods of all time. Like, and I'm not looking for sympathy, like or anything like that, but I do believe that I had the worst childhood of any other human being I've known so far. I'm sure there's people had worse childhoods, but that's how bad it was, dude. It was like an ever never-ending nightmare, like constant adrenaline pumping through my veins, bro. Thinking I'm gonna die. Like it was fucking bad, bro. I had a nervous breakdown at 10 years old. I had to go live with my aunt in Albuquerque because I was having a nervous breakdown. So you have like all light workers go through like this nightmarish childhood, bro, a toxic nightmare childhood. And like that was the one thing I was like, okay. And then all of a sudden I just started being awakened to the numbers, like 1111 stuff. And like I was like, what the heck, man? What is this 1111? Chris, are you sure you weren't an experiment? Maybe. Oh, like experimented on? As far as what? What do you mean experimented on me? Like who experimented on me? Like aliens? But it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to. And you know what, Donald? You have a lot of extravagant stories, bro. I will say that. I'm not. I'm just honest with you, bro. I don't know if I believe you. You have had a whole shitload of stuff that's happened to you. That's totally fucking crazy. Most people are lucky if they have one of those things that happen to them in their whole life. Okay. I'll play it. If you find it, I'll play it for you. I'll play it for us. Are you one of those like super, because I mean, you've already said that once in here. Are you like super patriotic, bro? Like you love, I mean, clearly you love your country, and you know, you got your picture of you in the military soldier suit and stuff. Like you're a you're a strong supporter of a member of a collective. You're the type that doesn't want to be the alpha of their own life, right? You want to be go Russia. You know what I mean? I'm not anti-Russian. I'm just saying I think that people do the same thing with the United States. I think they're sheep, bro. They're just what's wrong with the world today. America, fuck yeah. Russian is a force. Like all that type of collective bullshit is like, it's really bad for mankind. Yeah, I was 80s baby. I was born in 82. So, you know, I consider myself 80s baby, but still 80s kid. You know, like 89, I was a kindergartner. Kindergartner, first grade. Yeah, I was mostly 90s kid. Oh, like a test of your gifts? I don't know. Like a test of what gifts? Like who would be the one doing the experiment on me? Like spirit guides and angels and stuff? If those are when they started doing testing programs for gifted children? Oh, you mean like by humans? No, they never. I don't remember them doing tests on me, see if I was gifted. And I never really had any like gifts intellectually. I don't know what I am. So I started out as making how I became aware of who I am was I'm a twin flame. Do you know what that is? That's how I started my spiritual awakening. It's a forced spiritual awakening. I didn't choose it. It was just like my soul saying, okay, it's time to wake up. You know what I mean? Your higher self. So you're going to meet you're going to meet your other half, you're going to meet yourself. And that's how I feel they can be brought out by trauma. You know, I used to do stuff when I was a kid that I didn't even realize until later. I used to be present when I was a kid. I used to sit there for whatever reason, and I remember, I still have a memory. And I looked at the clock, and I was like, I'm looking at the clock. I'm aware. I'm conscious of the clock. I'm alive right now, and I'm looking at this clock. That's all being in the present moment is. And I used to do that all the time. I used to like, not all the time, but like I would do it a lot. And I would think like, I wasn't trying to be thinking like, I'll be present like I am now. But like, I used to think like, I'm alive. I just sit there and think that I need to be conscious of the fact that I'm alive, because I would realize that I would go through most of my life just being in my ego, being in my thoughts. And I wasn't even aware that I was alive the whole time. So I would sit there and think like, I need to just be conscious right now that I'm actually alive. And then I realized that that's what, essentially being traditional Zen spiritualism, that's all it is. It's just being in the present moment. And so when I started realizing what that was, it took me years later until maybe just a couple years ago, I remembered this. It's like, oh shit, dude, I was being present when I was a kid. I knew about it then. I didn't know I knew about it or what it was. Yeah, so like twin flames, are the mainstream. They're romanticized, right? And it's like, oh, everyone has a twin flame, and you meet your twin flame, and find out if you met your twin flame, and all that. And really, they're talking about soulmates. There's so much stuff on the internet about twin flames. It's just soulmates, dude. That's all it is. But it's not soulmates. So a twin flame is two incarnations of the same soul. So like if I'm living here, and then I have past lives, and then I died, and then now I'm here in this current life, and then I'm going to die, and then I'm going to have my next life, like linear, right? So I have all these lives in different time frames. Well, if you can have past lives, why couldn't you just have two lives in the same timeline? Right? So that's what my twin flame is. She's me. She's like a past life, but she's not in my past life. She's like in the same timeline as me. It's my soul. It's me, because you are your soul, right? It's my soul incarnated into another body in the same time. That's what a twin flame is. And most twin flames start out romantic, but I would say most of them don't end up being romantic. And you can be in permanent union with your twin flame. People do it. I think it's probably not as common as people hope that it would be. But it gets to a point where you start realizing that the twin flame journey is really just the true spiritual journey or spiritual awakening. That's all it is. And like to this point, I have no desire to be with her or to even talk to her, bro. Like, I don't even like her, man. I mean, she's me. It's my energy. That's why it was so addicting, because it's my energy. But like, also twin flames are very toxic, dude. Like, if you're a twin flame and you're aware of that you're a twin flame, you're the divine feminine. You're not the divine masculine. And I'm a man, but it's not gender specific, right? So like my twin flame, who's the divine masculine, she's a very feminine woman. So like I embody maybe more feminine energy, and I know that I do, but it doesn't even have to be like that though. Like, I do embody more masculine energy, even though some people think that I'm feminine. But I mean, I like sports. I like guy things. I was an electrician, right? Like, I do all kinds of guy stuff. It's not like I'm feminine. I don't think I am. So it's not gender specific. Like, the reason why twin flames were noticed like thousands of years ago, like Plato spoke of twin flames, but he didn't call them twin flames. He called it split apart theory. And so when they were discovering twin flames, they noticed that usually the runner was the guy. There's a runner and a chaser. So they just started calling him divine masculine, because he was usually the runner. And usually the chaser was the woman. So she was the divine feminine. That's how they determined them. But not always. I don't know, maybe like 10% twin flames of divine feminines are guys. And so that's where it's energy. It's just it's another incarnation of your soul. Like, I never told anyone this. I don't know if Sweet Tea's watching this or if she ever will watch it, but I just wanted to say this because I was thinking about this the other day. I remember when I first met Sweet Tea, and, we were talking about our spiritual stuff. She found out about me too through DMA, but then she also watched all my empirical miracle stuff, and she knew that I was a twin flame. I tell her about it, and she used to think she was a twin flame too, but she later says she's not a twin flame, because she used to say that everyone has a twin flame, and I was like, no. But she now doesn't believe that. But I told her about, twin flame journey and what I learned about taking this coaching, twin flame coaching that Kirk Johnson from New World All-Star changed my life. If I didn't go through that, I'd still be obsessed over my twin flame right now, dude. It'll literally last your entire life if you don't figure out that you have to do soul stuff to get rid of that. Because you can't do soulmate stuff It's not your soulmate. You gotta do soul stuff. At least get past the obsession. So I told her about it, and I was like, she'll come back eventually, because I always thought maybe she would, but that was probably just my ego. And I was like, when she comes back, at the time I was like, a lot of people choose not to be with their twin flame. I won't even want to be with her. And she's like, are you sure? Because I don't want her to come back and then you just leave me. And like that really struck a chord with me, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, no, I won't. But I thought about that. And this was back in like 2022, guys. It was a long time ago. And I was just at that point getting to the point where I was finally getting over her. Like I wasn't like obsessed with her all the time. And if you're, when I talk about being obsessed, like it seems like I'm just like an obsessed, crazed ex-boyfriend. But like, this is how, if you go read the twin flame testimonials, guys, it's different. Everyone does this obsessive behavior thing because it's your energy. It's like your most addictive drug, dude. You love it because it's your energy. So it's very addicting. But like, I thought about it and I was like, holy shit, dude. I thought about it. I was like, if she came back right now, that's how I knew I wasn't ready. I knew that I knew that for one, that she wasn't coming back at that point, because I thought about it and I was like, yeah, if she came back right now, I would fucking straight leave, sweet tea. I'd be like, fucking, I knew I would. And your twin flame will never come back when you're in that same mindset. They will only come back when you're impartial about it. So I just remembering that. I remember that story. I remember that time. But like now, I'm really to the point, I'm confident at this time. Like, I think about her. I mean, I used to think about her like every day, like constantly. I check her Facebook like 100 times a day or something, like crazy, dude. I think about her every, now and then. She's not really on my mind that much, but like when I do, I'm just like, ugh. Like I'm like totally disgusted. I'm like, dude, you were such a freaking toxic like piece of trash, dude. The stuff you did to me. But like, she had to do that to me to force my spiritual awakening. Otherwise I wouldn't have. That's what it is. The runner chaser. So, but anyways, just wanted to throw that out there, I guess. If she came back right now, dude, I would listen to her if she wanted to like, talk, and she wanted to like come clean about some shit that she did. I'd listen to her if she wanted, but I would be no interest. I have no desire to like even talk to you in a romantic way at all. Because even if you come into permanent union with your twin flame, the second that you start feeling empathy for them, they just run again. That's stupid, dude. I don't want that. Like, you talk to people that are in permanent union with their twin flames. I talked about this the other day. It's like a magnet. You are the soul. You share a soul. You have a positive polarity and a negative polarity. You share the soul. So the divine feminine is the positive polarity and the divine masculine is the negative. And the energy goes from the positive to the negative. And in this direction, it goes from positive to negative. It always goes one direction. It never goes from negative to positive. It goes from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. Right? So if you think about like an arrow coming from here and down and then pointing down there, you see what that would look like? It would look like a chaser chasing the divine masculine, and the divine masculine is like running away. So the more energy you put on them, the more they run. So even if they come into union with you, as soon as you start feeling empathy for them, dude, they start running again. Like you can't ever like just be in love with them. It's like this weird, and I've heard people talk about testimonials being what it's like being with your twin flame. It's like, it's different. It's not like soulmates, dude. It's not like soulmates. I don't want that. That's not what I think would be fun. Constantly trying to not show empathy for them so that you can just be zen. You got to keep up on your being present. You got to keep up on your meditation, being zen. You got to do soul stuff. As soon as you start focusing your attention on them, I love them. Oh, I'm going to do this sweet thing. Like I'm thinking about them. Like you start doing that shit, they run. So you have to be in this constant state of zen, like constant state of meditation and being present just to keep them from not running. Like, that sounds fucking stupid to me. I don't want that. Okay, thank you. Coming in. I'm going to end this right now too, actually. So we're out here, guys. I got to get some sleep too. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Have a great night. Peace. Hey, Donald, it was cool, man, to talk to you, bro. Good luck, man. Hopefully I'll see you in the next stream, bro. Subscribe to this channel, man. I'd like to see you in the next stream, man. Hit the notification bell on always, bro. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, your applaud. Got me think about inside the most. Words got deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar, All of these women, they not on your level, You like a mix of business and pleasure, You a move body giving interviews, I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you know improved, but you ain't even flexing. 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 But you ain't even flexing.